If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Joey Badass is releasing his new album 2000 tomorrow on July 22nd, that Friday. And he just released a track list only a couple of hours ago while I was asleep, so I'm now up and making this video. And I want to go over this with y'all because it's obviously very exciting to see what tracks are going to be on here. Also, be on the lookout. I'm going to drop another video later on today going over everything that we know about this, album so far. So kind of get everybody caught up on all the singles, all the development of everything that's been happening, not just the track list like we're going over in this video. So stay tuned for that one or subscribed if you're not yet. But let's look at this because, as I said, 2000 is coming out tomorrow. We've gotten a couple of singles so far. I'm going to mention them as we move, through this track list and kind of see what we know about this thing so far. It's dropping tomorrow after being delayed. It was originally supposed to drop on June 17th, but then Drake decided to surprise drop. Honestly, never mind. And Joey said it was, a couple of other issues with the record, like sample clearance issues. But come on, it was because Drake dropped. But let's look at this. Let's see what we can learn about the album from this. So Joey took to his social media, to Instagram, to Twitter, to post this. This is the track list. We can see in the background, it's this like edited image of Snyder Avenue that was also featured in, for example, the video for, I think it was Where I Belong, where that was like a big, part of that, which I thought was really cool. He wrote a caption to this and he said, "My new album 2000 drops this Friday, July 22nd, 2022. Very proud to share this body of work with you all. Thank you for everyone involved, features and production wise. Thank you to my management team, my label, and my friends and family who have lent me countless ears and constructive criticism. Hashtag no sleep till 2000. So just kind of going over a couple of thank yous and stuff like that. Nothing too special, but what's actually special and interesting is, of course, the image, the track list that he posted with this thing. So let's look at this. So we can see that there's going to be 14 tracks on here. And I thought that was interesting because we've gotten 5 singles already. So I was like, okay, we've heard a lot of this stuff already, but let's see what we know and what we don't. So the track list starts out with the first track, The Baddest, featuring Diddy. We have not heard this yet, but in the outro of the latest music video for Zip Codes, there was the scene of, mentioning Diddy, that Diddy was just in the studio and we could see some images or footage of Diddy in the studio with them, or like with Joey, obviously, and his team. So we knew that Diddy was going to be on here. And then, Diddy's on like everything. How is Diddy on everything? Anyway, that's going to be the first track. Second track is going to be called Make Me Feel. As I said, we don't know about this, and we also can't really, guess a lot about this because there's no feature and nothing we know about this. Then the third track is Where I Belong, which I actually liked quite a bit. It was this very the whole album is like this 90s or like 2000 New York type style, like taking it back to the 90s, that type of style, the boom bap style that Joey is so known for. So that was one of those tracks. Then we have a West Side Gun feature that is very interesting and very dope. I think that can work really well, called Brand New 911, that Joey was also showcasing in a couple of his videos, that his Porsche, his new Porsche. So that's likely going to be about that. I think I'm actually, the combination of West Side Gun as a feature and the track called Brand New 911, that sounds fire. So I'm looking forward to that. Come on. Then we got a track called Cruise Control, then Eulogy, then the other single that we just got, Zip Codes, which I also very much liked. It was nothing like too special, but if he stays as consistent as he has with the last couple of singles on the rest of the album, it will definitely be a great album. I don't want to say like a classic, big, crazy album, because so far the singles haven't convinced me of that, but even if the singles are even if the rest of the track list is just as the singles, is going to be this very great New York, older style boom bap record. Then we have a track called One of Us with Larry June, which is very interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how Larry June fits into Joey's style. I mean, of course they can, but Larry June being from the West Coast as well, I thought that was interesting that the two of them connected like that. I wasn't aware of that connection before. The 9th track is Welcome Back, which is featuring Chris Brown and Capella Gray. So this is likely the one that he's going to shoot for the stars with. Like, this is going to be the one that is probably going to make it into the charts and be like a bigger single, because if you have two vocalists like that on there, that's likely going to do that. The 10th track is called Show Me, and he actually tweeted something very special about this track. Right before dropping the track list, he tweeted, "I got a joint on the new album for all my fans of Love Is Only a Feeling called Show Me. Can't wait for y'all to hear it Friday." And of course, Love Is a Feeling is a pretty big song of his, a very, very slow song. A lot of people like it for that, and just, you know, Joey smoothly flowing over that track. So that's likely going to be in that sort of lane as well, as he said. Then we have a JID feature, which is dope. Wanna Be Loved. I'm hyped for that. That is going to be insane. Wanna Be Loved featuring JID. Then the 12th track is Head High, which we've also already heard. It was also this classic Joey boom bap, you know, a record. So I guess that's dope. Track number 13, Survivor's Guilt, very personal track, very slow, mellow, going over his feelings of guilt for Capital Steez back in 2012, his death. If you haven't listened to that track yet, I really recommend you do so. A very personal track to Joey, and crazy that he released this 10 years after. So rest in peace, Capital Steez. And that track is pretty dope. And the 14th track, Written in the Stars, has a dope name. I like the name. Likely going to serve as like a little outro for this. So this is the track list. This is 14 tracks, 4 of which we've already heard. Now, if you're a close observant of Joey's singles, you could tell that The Revenge is not on here. Also, from the way it was typed with all caps, I kind of doubted that it was still going to make it, which I thought was an amazing track. But here's the thing. I always thought that, The Revenge was dope. I listened to that on repeat back when it dropped, but it really wasn't that boom bap style that all of the later singles were. So I was concerned that he was going to ruin the album, which in itself is this very, very boom bap 90s New York album, by putting one of those big songs on there that he just knows is going to do well. But by removing it now, having the balls to remove the best performing single so far and not put it on there because it would kind of jeopardize the structure of the album and the integrity of the album, that is dope. I actually do very much like that. I think it was a great move to not put The Revenge on here. Maybe it was just a single to get his name back up in the conversation. So this is the track list so far. This is Joey Badass 2000 dropping tonight, tomorrow. As I said, be on the lookout for the other video. We got way more information in that video still coming up. So be subscribed. When that does drop, you're notified. And now I want to know what you think about this. What do you think about the length of the record, about the singles, about the features, about, the different titles on here? All of your thoughts, theories, and opinions on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.